Ladies and gentlemen, right now we will commence directly to the second session. Dr. Park Sungmin is currently serving at the Korean Campus Crusade for Christ team leader and East Asia Orient Area team leader, together with the two other national team leaders from Singapore and Taiwan. Serving as the chief among equals, please welcome Dr. Sungmin Park.
Good morning, everyone.
Selamat pagi saudara-saudara.
It is such a privilege
Satu
and pleasure.
kehormatan buat saya berada di tengah-tengah saudara.
This morning we heard a lot of words begin with a C.
Kita hari ini banyak mendengarkan kata-kata yang dimulai dengan huruf C.
Christ, character, call, care, and courage.
Kristus, kerajaan, karakter, kemudian kepedulian.
And for church growth.
Dan juga C, pertumbuhan gereja.
As you know, the church is a corpus Christi, body of Christ.
Karena kalau misalnya dibilang gereja adalah korporasi untuk Kristus.
So 7 C's I heard this morning.
Jadi pagi ini saya dengar 7 huruf C.
I'd like to introduce 3 another C's.
Saya juga akan memperkenalkan 3 huruf C juga.
Campus, Crusade for Christ.
Kampus Crusade untuk Kristus.
Can I have my PowerPoint, please? Okay. Actually, I'd like to share a story
Jadi saya ingin
about
menceritakan
collaborative island-wide outreach,
untuk penjangkauan yang terbesar merupakan kolaborasi.
which has happened in June and July of this year in Korea.
Dan yang terjadi di bulan Juni dan Juli di Korea tahun ini.
I think it is very important for you to have a kind of put you into the right context,
Jadi sangat penting untuk Anda melihat dalam konteks yang benar.
understanding our organization.
Untuk mengerti organisasi kami.
Because our Korea Campus Crusade is a little bit different from other Campus Crusade.
Karena kampus KKR kami itu berbeda dengan kampus-kampus lain.
Because Campus Crusade ministry exists in over 190 countries in the world.
Karena kami tahu kampus Crusade itu terjadi di lebih dari 190 negara di seluruh dunia.
Korea Campus Crusade is a little bit different in one aspect.
Tapi kampus Crusade di Korea agak beda.
That's what I call as a organizational DNA.
Dan kita panggilnya adalah DNA organisasi.
Because our motto is very different.
Karena moto kami juga khusus.
This is a typical motto for every Campus Crusade. Win the campus today, win the world tomorrow.
Moto ini sangat penting buat Crusade kami karena kita bilang kalau kita menangkan kampus hari ini, kita menangkan dunia besok.
But interesting thing is, and very different from other Campus Crusade is,
Tapi paling penting dan berbeda dengan kampus-kampus lain,
there is another one in between. That is, win the campus today, win the nation tomorrow.
tapi yang berbeda adalah di tengah-tengahnya saya tambahin lagi, memenangkan kampus hari ini itu memenangkan negara besok.
Win the campus today, win the world tomorrow, which is the same as the other Campus Crusade.
Dan juga selanjutnya kita menangkan kampus hari ini, kita menangkan dunia di masa depan, sama dengan moto kampus lain.
That is why the Korea Campus Crusade has been trying to work with different churches and different regions. Even for this summer, we have tried to island-wide outreach with all the churches in the island.
Jadi kampus ini, Crusade ini kita melakukan dengan berbeda. Kita bekerja sama dengan gereja-gereja di beberapa wilayah, bahkan sampai pulau-pulau.
Let me introduce our organization with a video.
Mari saya perkenalkan lewat video.
Let us plant Jesus Christ in the heart of every nation. Let the season of Christ come and fill this land. For 60 years, CCC has unwaveringly built movements of evangelism in Korea and all over the world. We now look back at the milestones of our ministry. CCC history is full of dreams, visions, and endeavors that have been accomplished through God's grace. Dr. Bill Bright, He was a dreamer with a vision to fulfill the Great Commission and embrace college campuses in the United States in the midst of hopelessness that plagued the nation after World War II. And here is another man named Jun-gon Kim, a man of prayer and vision who dreamed of salvation for his nation of Korea that was in ruins because of its long and painful history. Korea CCC was born through the encounter of these two people. In 1957, Dr. Jun-gon Kim shared his testimony and dreams for the evangelization of Korea during his study in America. Having been inspired by Kim's vision, Dr. Bill Bright invited him to become a co-laborer. Kim accepted the invitation, and the first international branch of CCC was born in Korea. At 12 a.m. on December 31st in 1970, Korea CCC publicly declared through shouting, "Let us plant Jesus Christ in the heart of every nation. Let the season of Christ come and fill this land," as they rang in the new year. The next year, in August of 1971, CCC hosted Korea's first ever evangelism training with the largest number of young adults and college students. The training was held at Chungmu Gymnasium in the city of Daejeon with about 10,000 people, including 6,000 college students, 460 Christian leaders, 120 college professors, and 300 medical professionals. They were filled with the passion and desire for this nation to be saved through Christ's love. Through this training, all these people began to embrace the vision for their nation to become one through the gospel of Jesus Christ. The pinnacle of Korea's national evangelism movement in the 70s was Explo 74, and it's hosted by Korea CCC. Explo 74 was an important part of Korean church history that left a deep impression of the national evangelism movement on Korean Christians. This conference was a week-long evangelism training camp that hosted more than 350,000 people. During the day, 1.94 million people were trained in evangelism at Seoul's Uido Square. And at night, 1.43 million people were gathered for the conference sessions and for all-night prayer meetings. This set the world record for most people attending a single-day religious event by having over 1 million people, which also included 3,407 representatives from 78 different countries. The event made a big mark in Korean Christian history. After Explo 74, the number of Christians in Korea rapidly increased by more than 1 million, and the number of churches grew exponentially from 12,000 to 47,000 churches. This conference was the catalyst for the revival in Korean churches as well as many individuals. The Holy Spirit's powerful history making that started with Explo 74 reached its peak in August of 1980. The 80 World Evangelism Great Assembly was held to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Korean Christian missions, and each night had over 2 million people in attendance. In the midst of it all, CCC fervently encouraged that Korea should be the first to open up an era of sending missionaries. Through this event, over 100,000 young adults made a commitment to be short and long-term missionaries. When going overseas was just a pipe dream in the 80s, the commitment and dedication to the vision of sending 100,000 missionaries has greatly accelerated the Korean churches to become far more interested in missions. As a result, the people who have committed to missions at this conference obeyed God's calling, and they are currently ministering in all parts of the world. Since the New Life 2000 Manila Conference in 1990, where about 3,000 short-term missionaries were commissioned, we have been sending out about 2,000 student missionaries every summer and winter. Since then, the total number of short-term missionaries sent by Korea CCC is 57,626. In addition, 3,789 stinters have been sent to 30 different countries since 1991, and 338 long-term missionaries are currently serving in 35 different countries to help fulfill the Great Commission. One of our global sending movement team's significant ongoing projects is called A6. A6 stands for Acts 6000 and is a pioneering project. The main strategy is to target the 6,000 major unreached college campuses in the world and build up student-led spiritual movements in this generation. We've sent out 72 teams of 780 people to 22 different countries since the year of 2011. And a lot of college students have been raised as multiplying disciples by the grace of God. National evangelization in Korea cannot be completed without the evangelization of North Korea. Before these two countries' reunification, CCC thought of unity through love and heart, and they thought of how to help our North Korean brothers and sisters with their imminent and fundamental need for food. In the process, the dairy goat was chosen as the livestock that would best adapt to the geography of North Korea. And thus began the movement to send goats to North Korea. Since then till now, 1,760 dairy goats have been sent to North Korea. The movement of sending goats to North Korea goes beyond simply helping them, and has become a platform for reconciliation between the people of both nations. About $1.25 million worth of goods have been sent over the course of total 18 shipments. Also, a CCC farm has been built in Hwanghae province of North Korea. This became a good model for the North Korean civilian relief services within South Korea, and its good influence has been acknowledged by North Korea. Korea CCC will continue to pray, dream dreams for reunification, and prepare for post-reunification. CCC Annual Summer Conference, which began in 1963, has been a spirit-filled festival where about 10,000 college students participate every single year. At each conference, around 800 non-believing students are invited to the New Friends Gathering, in which they have the opportunity to get to know God. Many of the believing students who attend the conference testify that their lives have been transformed and that they've received a renewed vision for their lives through the praise and prayer. Especially the year of 2018 was a special summer in which the 110th anniversary of missions to Jeju Island and the 60th anniversary of CCC were celebrated at Explo 2018, Jeju Mission Conference. About 10,000 college students from Korea CCC, about 20,000 people from local churches in Jeju, and around 500 CCC students from various countries came together at the conference. It was a beautiful time to see the vision for and to commit to Jeju missions, as well as overseas missions. Every winter, about 6,000 young adults from all over Korea come together to fast and pray for their nation and the world. It is a time where they learn how to pray and how to repent their individual, family, church, society, nation, and world sins. The spiritual movement of CCC students that began in college spreads as they are sent into different sectors and levels of society. Under the great leadership of Korea CCC's current national director, Sungmin Park, there are so many flourishing ministries in the community that strives for constant growth. Some of the many different ministries include FWIA, standing for Faith and Work Institute Asia, which is a ministry for people in the workforce, Significant Women Ministry, Family Life Ministry, Gain Korea, Local Church NLTC, and many others in music, sports, medicine, book publishing. In many different areas of society, CCC is constantly helping to launch spiritual movements. In this fast-paced and ever-changing world, media content gives a huge impact to the lives of our young generation today. Korea CCC has been making and distributing various digital content in order to share the message of the gospel with the world. Furthermore, a new media evangelism training has been bringing the big paradigm shift for evangelism into this new generation. Thankfully, there are many great testimonies that are emerging through this ministry. New approaches, new ideas, and new endeavors are greatly necessary to continue to lead our young generation. CCC has been faithfully running this race for 60 years for national and worldwide evangelization under the Lord's grand calling of the Great Commission. We remember our past history and anticipate the amazing story that our God will continue to write through us. We will unwaveringly work our best together alongside our many co-laborers, ministry partners, and local churches to help fulfill the Great Commission of Jesus Christ.
This time, I just like to share one of the prayerful dream of the late Dr. Chun Gong Kim, who is a founder of Korea Camps Crusade. He had a poem which conveys our organizational DNA.
Jadi saya ingin sampaikan pesan-pesan mimpi, doa mimpi dari Dr. Jun Kon Im yang merupakan founder dari Camp Crusade ini.
Let the blood of Christ flow in the hearts of each individual and let the season of renewal come.
Biarlah darah Kristus mengalir ke setiap hati masing-masing dan mereka menjadi ada pembaruan dalam season dalam hidup mereka.
Let God's kingdom manifest in each of our hearts, in each home and each church to every corner of the society.
Biarlah kerajaan Tuhan itu bermanifestasi di setiap hati kita, di setiap rumah, di setiap gereja dan setiap lapisan masyarakat.
May Korea's nickname, land of beautiful scenery, speak for itself and let God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Jadi nickname Koreanya adalah tanah yang penuh dengan pemandangan yang luar biasa yang berbicara mengenai biarlah Tuhan yang kehendak Tuhan yang terjadi di bumi seperti di surga.
May every child that is born in this country grow up with an umbilical cord of faith, mother's milk of a prayer, and the blood of the word of God.
Dan biarlah setiap anak yang lahir di negara ini itu bertumbuh dengan plasenta iman dan juga dengan susu ASI dari doa dan juga dari darah dari firman Tuhan.
Every household will confess the master of this house is Jesus.
Setiap rumah tangga akan mengakui bahwa kepala keluarga mereka adalah Yesus.
Every businessman will profess, the president of this company is Jesus and I am only his manager.
Setiap pebisnis akan mendeklarasikan bahwa CEO perusahaan mereka adalah Yesus dan saya adalah seorang manajer saja.
Every woman living in the rural area, every person working in factories, and every seaman on the ship will acknowledge Jesus as the Lord and praise Him.
Dan setiap wanita yang bekerja di kampung-kampung dan setiap orang yang bekerja di factory dan juga para nelayan akan mengakui bahwa Yesus adalah Tuhan dan menyembah mereka, dan menyembah Dia.
In each classroom of every school, the Bible will be taught as the core course.
Dan setiap kelas di setiap sekolah mengatakan bahwa Alkitab adalah mata pelajaran utama.
Whenever the National Assembly opens, national leaders will first ask for God's will to be done.
Dan setiap ada pertemuan bertaraf nasional, setiap pemimpin nasional mengatakan bahwa Tuhan adalah yang pertama dari segalanya.
May Korean-made goods be trusted like a certified check guaranteed by the faith and conscience of Korean people in the international society.
Dan berdoa agar setiap produk yang dibuat di Korea itu punya garansi sertifikasi yang benar dengan iman dan juga dan orang-orang Korea itu sadar akan komunitas internasional.
May we be the people who confess Yahweh as God of our nation, Jesus Christ as the Lord of our people, the Old and New Testament, the Bible as a standard of our deeds.
Dan biarlah setiap dari kita itu mengakui bahwa Tuhan adalah Yahweh di atas negara mereka dan Yesus Kristus adalah Tuhan di atas semua orang dan juga atas Alkitab perjanjian baru, Alkitab dan juga standar dari setiap perbuatan mereka.
May the Korean people be the greatest people ever on earth that unites national consciousness with the Jesus consciousness.
Dan biarlah orang-orang Korea menjadi orang-orang terhebat di dunia dan juga menyatukan setiap negara-negara dengan kesadaran Kristus.
As a result, scores of young people will dream Jesus' dream, see the vision of evangelization of the whole world.
Dan hasilnya adalah sekumpulan orang-orang muda akan melihat mimpi dari Yesus, yaitu melihat visi di mana ada penjangkauan di seluruh dunia.
They will carry the Bible in one hand and love in the other hand and go to every area of the globe.
Dan anak-anak muda akan membawa Alkitab sebelah kiri dan juga membawa cinta di sebelah kanan dan pergi ke seluruh dunia.
Make us a repenting people like those in the city of Nineveh and revive our dried bones into an army full of life.
Dan membuat setiap orang itu bertobat seperti di kota Niniwe dan juga membangkitkan tulang-tulang yang kering untuk menjadi tentara yang penuh dengan kehidupan.
Let North Korea, where communism swept and left the country in ruins, and the South Korea, where irrationality and immorality are rampant, be renewed within a few years with the revolution of Jesus, who revolutionized the concept of a revolution.
Dan bela Korea Utara di mana ada komunis itu mempengaruhi seluruh negara, dan di Korea Selatan di mana irasional, immorality itu di mana-mana, itu akan diperbaharui setiap tahunnya dan mendapatkan satu revolusi dari Yesus yang akan merevolusi semua konsep.
Is it too idealistic?
Apakah ini terlalu idealistik?
Is a prayerful dream is too idealistic?
Apakah doa dokter ini terlalu idealistik?
I think it is very important to really see the vision and dream like this.
Saya yakin ada satu yang penting untuk melihat visi dan juga mimpi seperti ini.
Because every campus crusade student in Korea learns that and memorize that and sing with that.
Karena setiap anak muda yang terlibat dalam kampus Crusade ini mengingat dan menghafal setiap poin-poin ini.
Let me ask a question. Do you see any connection between Marco Polo and Christopher Columbus?
Apakah saudara bisa melihat koneksi antara Marco Polo dan Christopher Columbus?
In terms of chronology, there are close to 200 difference between two. 200 years of difference.
Kalau misalnya secara kronologi ada sekitar 200 hal yang berbeda antara mereka berdua.
Only connection is Marco Polo's book.
Kalau ngelihat dari lihatnya dari buku Marco Polo.
So-called The Travels of Marco Polo.
Bukunya The Travel of Marco Polo.
Which was written around 1300.
Ditulis sekitar 1300.
To be exact, about 1309.
Sekitar 1309.
The people kind of ridiculed.
Orang-orang menyepelekan.
They ignored the contents of Marco Polo's book.
Mereka nggak peduli dengan isi dari buku tersebut.
But little bit less than 200 later, one person paid attention to the book.
200 tahun kemudian satu orang memperhatikan buku ini.
Who is Christopher Columbus?
Yaitu Christopher Columbus.
Who got a copy of the book and write it, underlined it, and highlight it and memorized it.
Kemudian dia ambil buku itu, dia baca, kemudian dia highlight dan juga mengingatnya.
Believe in the contents of the book.
Dan dia menghidupi konten dari buku tersebut.
So he decided to travel.
Dan dia memutuskan untuk travel.
To find China.
Untuk mencari Cina.
Then he discovered North America.
Akhirnya dia menemukan Amerika Utara.
See the importance of dream and vision.
Itulah pentingnya bermimpi dan mempunyai visi.
I like to see that every Asian country have the similar vision like this.
Saya ingin negara-negara Asia juga punya mimpi dan visi seperti ini.
Particularly among young people.
Terutama untuk anak-anak muda.
Who will be the leaders and influence of the society.
Yang akan menjadi pemimpin, menjadi influensi bagi semua masyarakat.
This is a island-wide outreach this year. We had a big, huge conference.
Ini ada penjangkauan yang dilakukan di Island Jeju.
Over 10,000 students went to the island, and over 20,000 Jeju Christian joined our conference.
10.000 orang terbang ke Jeju Island dan juga sekitar 20.000 orang terlibat di Jeju Island ini di Crusade ini.
That particular place is a very significant place.
Tempat ini sangat signifikan.
Do you know why?
Apakah saudara tahu kenapa?
Every island has been worshiping their false god.
Setiap pulau itu pasti ada tempat di mana mereka menyembah berhala.
I think same thing in Bali.
Sama juga dengan di Bali.
In Jeju Island there are 12,800 gods in Jeju Island.
Di Pulau Jeju mereka punya 12.800 berhala atau dewa-dewi.
That's where they worship God every first lunar year. The first day of a lunar year, they worship.
Jadi
right there.
Setiap lunar peringatan itu mereka menyembah di tempat ini.
So we intentionally selected that area for a conference.
Purposely mereka memutuskan untuk melakukan crusade di tempat ini.
Let me show you what has happened.
Dan saya akan kasih lihat apa yang terjadi.
Oh, yeah. Before that, I need to give you some overview of the island because island how big and what kind of people are living there like that. Jeju Island is a beautiful island. It is UNESCO's World Heritage Area because of the volcanic island. It is a lava tubes.
Jadi saya ingin ceritakan sedikit tentang pulau-pulau Jeju. Jeju ini adalah area yang penuh dengan vulkanik.
And also its size is about 1/3 of Bali.
Dan ukurannya sepertiga dari Pulau Bali.
But compared to Singapore, it's a 2.65 times larger.
2,65 kali lebih besar dari negara di Singapura.
And population is a little over 600,000.
Populasinya lebih dari 600.000 orang.
But Christian population is 9.9%.
Tapi orang Kristennya cuma 9,9%.
Not bad, you may think. But problem is, among Jeju natives, around 2%.
Tapi cuman penduduk asli Jeju aja sekitar cuma 2% aja yang percaya Kristus.
The rest Christians are coming from the land to the island, as the island is now becoming a tourist spot.
Jadi sisanya adalah orang-orang yang dari pulau utama yang pindah ke Jeju
So we
Island.
have to do something about it.
Jadi kita harus melakukan sesuatu untuk hal
Because
ini.
it is the least evangelized part in Korea.
Jadi tempat yang sangat sedikit untuk dikunjungi untuk melakukan penjangkauan di Korea.
Number of churches in the island is around 450.
Jumlah gereja di sana cuma sekitar 450.
Ever in island church history, they got together, invite us to do something for the island.
Ini adalah pertama kalinya semua gereja bekerja bersama-sama melakukan satu event.
That's what has happened in the June and July of this year.
Ini yang terjadi di bulan Juni dan Juli di tahun ini.
Why 2018?
Kenapa tahun 2018?
Because they're celebrating 110 years of gospel introduction.
Karena merupakan tahun perayaan 110 tahun pengenalan
We
Injil
are
ke Pulau
celebrating
Jeju.
our 60 years of its foundation.
Kemudian juga perayaan ulang tahun ke-60 buat KCCC.
I'm sorry. And also, actually in Jeju, there is a very tragic event has happened in 1948. So they are celebrating 70 years. So-called Jeju April 3rd. It is like a massacre of innocent people due to the ideological conflict between communism and democratic movement. It is a very tragic event has happened in 1948 in Jeju Island.
Jadi ada peristiwa tragis di tahun 43 pembantaian orang-orang yang tidak berdosa karena konflik ideologis. Makanya dilakukan. Itu perayaan 70 tahun.
I just like to share a little bit about key points in its preparation.
Jadi ada beberapa key point dalam preparasi untuk event ini.
We prepared for nearly 2 years.
Kita melakukan persiapan sekitar 2 tahun.
We divide the island into 6 different regions,
Kita bagi pulau itu menjadi 6 wilayah.
matching them with Campus Crusade regions.
Dan
So that
juga
they can have a
memasangkannya sesuai dengan wilayah CCC.
spiritual adoption. They pray together, work together.
Mereka mengadopsi spiritual, mereka berdoa bersama-sama.
I think the most important thing is prayerfulness.
Jadi yang paling-
Everything begin with the prayer.
Jadi yang paling penting adalah mereka berdoa bersama-sama. Karena yang paling penting untuk memulai sesuatu adalah doa.
We introduced and organized Mama Club. It's Mama. It comes from a name of two sisters, Mary and Martha.
Oh. Jadi ini klub namanya Mama Club. Maksudnya MA pertama itu Maria, MA kedua adalah Martha.
Pray like a Mary and serve like a Martha.
Jadi berdoa seperti Maria dan melayani seperti Martha.
So it's a Mama Club. It is mainly made of women. They have been praying for 2 years.
Jadi klub ini adalah banyak wanita berkumpul sama-sama dan mereka berdoa selama 2 tahun.
And also the key people, pastors, they have a prayer meeting on every Wednesday for more than a year.
Bayangin semua pastor di Jeju itu berdoa setiap hari Rabu selama lebih dari 1 tahun.
So this whole thing has happened out of this.
Jadi ini event ini terjadi karena mereka melakukan ini semua sebelumnya, preparasinya.
Even we raise the fund together.
Bahkan kita mengumpulkan dana bersama-sama.
So everyone can have a ownership of this conference.
Jadi setiap pendeta, setiap gereja, semua orang punya bagian dalam event ini.
So it was not our conference or their conference. It was our conference.
Jadi conference ini bukan milik kita, tapi milik semua orang yang terlibat.
Let me show you what has happened.
Celebrating the 110th anniversary of missions to Jeju Island and the 60th anniversary of Korea CCC, the Explo 2018 Jeju mission was successfully held from June 26th for 5 days in Jeju. Over 80,000 people, which included about 20,000 people from over 400 churches in Jeju, as well as about 10,000 college students from CCC, gathered in a spiritual festival to praise and worship God. It was a time where we discovered the potential for missions in Jeju through one heart in prayer. Through the messages every night, we discovered our vision for Jeju missions, the Great Commission, and world peace. We prayed together passionately in repentance and for Jeju and the nations. The conference site called Sebyol Orium was filled with thick fog and heavy rains every day due to the monsoon season, but we all witnessed God clearing them away every time we gathered for worship. We saw the special blessing of hundreds of unbelieving friends coming to Christ during the first night. During the conference, the CCC college students followed the footsteps of missionaries by visiting mission sites in Jeju. They practiced God's love through community service and cleaning various places in Jeju. Agape, CCC's medical community service group, served the people in Jeju at no cost and delivered medicine to the people in need. Faith and Work Institute Asia Business Forum took place on Friday the 29th with the topic, Christian Leaders Who Transform Businesses and Communities. Many Christian businessmen and women gathered to share their vision about missions through business. After the conference ended, a 5-day mission trip took place in Jeju. Over 3,200 CCC students were sent in partnership with local churches to love the community through cleaning villages, serving in nursing homes, giving cultural performances, and environmental beautification. About 200 students stayed in Jeju for 2 weeks until July 12th to continue in short-term missions. They helped the local churches and went around the villages sharing the gospel. Many different community teams held trainings even outside of the time of the conference. Starting from the self-management and leadership classes held in March, there was a home-building training class as well as NLTC trainings. All of these classes were to help win and build up the people in Jeju and become healthy leaders in their workplaces and homes. Many local churches in Jeju and CCC will help grow a new paradigm of missions that presents a new digital evangelism training and various partnerships to spread the movement of evangelization in Jeju. Explo 2018 Jeju Mission, uniting 17 different Christian denominations in Jeju in partnership with the missional organization CCC, was a mission conference of the largest scale in Korean Christian history. It was a time where all attendees were able to look past denominations and truly become one. The power of all our prayers for the nation of Korea, as well as the whole world, will never be in vain, but bear much fruit. We will continue to take the gospel from Hanra to Baekdu and from Baekdu to the ends of the earth.
Key strategies cater for the island because that was what we have been discussing for a long time.
Jadi ini strategi yang dilakukan untuk pulau tersebut.
How we are going to approach the island?
Bagaimana kita menjangkau pulau ini?
As Jeju natives, the Christian percent is so low.
Karena orang-orang yang natif dari Pulau Jeju itu cuma sedikit aja presentasinya.
They have been rejecting the lands, the help from the land side.
Dan mereka menolak bantuan-bantuan yang datang dari pulau utama.
Their hearts were closed.
Dan hati mereka tertutup.
How we are going to open up for the listening to the gospel?
Dan bagaimana membuka hati mereka untuk menerima Injil tersebut?
So we decide to emphasize the other side. As I pointed out, gospel in one hand, love in the other. We decide to emphasize the other hand.
Jadi kita mengemphasize, kan tadi saya bilang ada Alkitab di sebelah kiri, cinta di sebelah kanan, dan kita mengemphasize adalah dengan cinta, dengan kasih.
And we decide to cleanse the beaches and the tourist spot.
Kita memutuskan untuk membersihkan pantai dan juga spot-spot turis.
Even while raining, the students were picking up the garbage and rubbishes on the road and the beaches.
Walaupun hujan-hujan, anak-anak muda tetap bersihin sampah-sampah yang ada di pinggir pantai.
People were asking, who are they? Why they're cleaning? They're cleaning this islands.
Kemudian mereka banyak yang nanya, ini siapa nih anak-anak muda ini?
There has become a very good contact point.
Dan itu adalah menjadi poin kontak yang sangat bagus.
And also we decide to like a house and community center repairs and sidewalk wall painting. That's what we did.
Kemudian rumah-rumah, kemudian kita memperbaiki tempat-tempat publik dan juga di tembok-tembok kita mulai menggambar.
And also we had a mobile medical service.
Dan kita juga melakukan perawatan medical.
And also we visited particularly in Jeju Island Senior. When they speak, it matters.
Kemudian juga untuk orang-orang tua kita kunjungin mereka.
So we visited senior centers and giving foot massage.
Dan kita
And
kasih
also, you'll be surprised to hear how the old people like to have their nail and toenail being painted.
Jadi ini orang-orang tua mereka kita kasih massage di kaki dan juga mereka suka dikutek di tangan sama di kaki.
Our student did that.
Dan anak-anak muda kita yang melakukan ini.
So they liked our service so much so that they said, yeah, I think a church is after all is worthy to visit.
Jadi karena inilah, jadi mereka wah ini luar biasa sekali, saya suka. Oke deh, saya coba akan datang ke gereja.
So Campus Crusade being a very aggressive evangelism, we decide to have the other side of our identity.
Jadi Kampus Crusade adalah penjangkauannya sangat kuat dan kita memutuskan untuk melakukan dengan sisi satunya lagi, itu melalui kasih.
I can say which worked really well for Jeju Island.
Dan saya kasih tunjuk saudara apa yang paling berhasil.
And also key outcomes of the collaborative work between the Campus Crusade and Jeju churches and pastors.
Jadi hasil dari kolaborasi antara Kampus Crusade dan juga gereja lokal.
I think the most important thing is our Lord, gracious Lord, has answered our prayer so specifically.
Jadi Tuhan telah menjawab doa kita secara spesifik.
Because it has happened, the conference was held in the middle of a rainy season.
Jadi konferensi itu dilakukan di tengah-tengah musim hujan.
It's not just raining, it's pouring.
Gak cuma hujan rintik-rintik tapi hujan lebat.
But we prayed so much for the weather. God has answered our prayer only during the conference, rain stopped.
Jadi kita berdoa benar-benar supaya tidak hujan dan benar hanya saat conference saja, waktu jam conference saja tidak ada hujan.
Even unbelieving bus drivers, they were amazed to see what is happening.
Jadi bahkan supir bus aja mereka melihat itu kaget.
Our God is good.
Tuhan kita baik, amin.
Even among the Jeju Christian, there's a can-do spirit is formed.
Jadi di tengah-tengah orang-orang Kristen Jeju itu akhirnya mereka punya semangat kita bisa.
They begin to believe in God that who is answering our prayers so specifically.
Jadi mereka tahu sekarang siapa yang menjawab doa mereka, yaitu Tuhan kita.
So I think that they begin to embolden themselves to reach out the island.
Jadi akhirnya mereka juga terpanggil bersemangat juga untuk menjangkau orang-orang di Jeju.
And also opening the hearts of unbelievers, I have said, non-believers due to the student service.
Jadi akhirnya orang-orang yang tidak percaya, akhirnya mereka membuka hati mereka untuk menerima pelayanan dari anak-anak muda ini.
Now that the follow-up work is still going on right now with the churches and some of our staff members and students are in Jeju Island right now.
Hingga sampai hari ini aja masih ada anak-anak muda dari Kampus Crusade masih di sana untuk follow up apa yang terjadi
And also
conference ini.
Jeju Island decide to form a island-wide church and pastor organization to further the unified effort reach at least 20% by 2028.
Akhirnya mereka memutuskan untuk menggabungkan satu organisasi antara gereja dan juga pastor supaya mereka bisa melakukan hal yang lebih luar biasa lagi di tahun 2028 setidaknya 20% ada improvement.
So I signed the MOU with the Jeju churches to provide the same kind of effort and service until 2028.
Jadi saya menandatangani MOU, perjanjian bersama dengan gereja-gereja lokal Jeju untuk tetap akan melakukan di tahun 2028 ini.
Yeah, that is about Jeju Island island-wide conference which was held in this year.
Dan itu sedikit cerita mengenai apa yang terjadi di tahun ini di
I
Jeju
like to
Island.
make some proposition to ALS.
Saya punya proposisi untuk ALS.
Prepare the next leadership.
Siapkan untuk pemimpin selanjutnya.
Passing the baton of a relationship to the next generation.
Memberikan baton relationship kepada generasi selanjutnya.
Sharing the best practice with other member churches or organizations.
Berikan the best praktis atau cara-cara untuk member gereja dan organisasi yang lain.
Bolster our ongoing ministry with the most up-to-date tools to reach out, particularly young people.
Gunakan tools-tools yang up to date untuk melayani anak-anak muda sekarang.
Before I make a proposition, let me just share our ministry on this particular area, digital ministry.
Ini sedikit pelayanan kami.
The calling statement of Korea CCC's Digital Strategies team is to create and expand effective content to spread the gospel to the lost in this generation and to raise spirit-filled professionals to catalyze a spiritual movement on and offline. We are creating evangelical content for online platforms and social media so that many ministry teams, local churches, and international mission fields can utilize it. The Sand Art 4 Spiritual Laws video that explains the 4 laws with sand animation has been translated in 21 languages, and it is being used to share the gospel in many parts of the world. The short films made by our team that deal with various topics are used as great conversation starters during evangelism. The team is meeting the needs of the mission fields by creating various evangelism content such as Bible illustrated book series, solarium, bridge cards, 4 points, etc. Besides these, we create videos, design and create applications for Korea CCC to promote the many ministries. Film School Short-Term Mission Trip provides a new and special experience. The students naturally become friends and share the gospel with the locals in the mission field in the process of learning how to create films and applying the skills together. Also, it is a great opportunity to find and foster talented individuals for the local ministry. Currently, film school is happening in Thailand and Mongolia, and we are planning to expand it to Japan, Taiwan, and East Asia. The Mission Hub app has been connecting CCC with new students on college campuses. Not only are many freshmen being connected to CCC, but also getting trained through a network of CCC alums and current students all across the nation and churches in different regions. Media Stint Training Program disciples students by professionally educating students interested in film production, design, and coding, and giving them opportunities to contribute to the kingdom of God. Not only has this program become a great help for students who are preparing to work in this field after graduation, but also has opened great opportunities to find people who will join media ministry. Even besides these, many students who have a common interest in different media fields are gathering to create a student network. Gateway is an evangelism tactic that's localized to reach media-sophisticated people here in Korea. Using the Gateway mobile app to watch short films and have deep spiritual conversations about it has been bearing much fruit. In a generation where empathy and listening ears are strongly desired, we will continue to focus on the needs of the souls using our Gateway tool. Online ministry is becoming emphasized more and more as society advances. We cannot create spiritual movements without reaching the online field, especially in this generation. We will continue our very best to reach everywhere from campuses to workforce, from churches to even the online realm. We as a team will continue to faithfully serve with the calling that the Lord has given to us. Please partner with us in prayer.
What I'd like to propose is towards ALS sponsored Digital Strategy Conference.
Yang saya ingin ajukan adalah konferensi ALS yang disponsori oleh ALS untuk strategi digital.
So someone who has an interest in the area of like a design or coding or filmmaking in your church, which like to be used by God, and I want to have a conference among those people.
Jadi saya ingin bikin konferensi untuk orang-orang yang suka desain, yang suka coding, dan suka bikin film.
Because we have over 30 people who are working on this area in our organization.
Karena di organisasi kami punya 30 orang yang terlibat dalam hal ini.
So we are willing to provide and give all of our best practice and share it by you all.
Jadi kami ingin 30 orang ini bisa membagikan hal ini kepada setiap gereja-gereja.
So I like to say, start with accompanying at least a person or two in the digital ministry to the next ALS.
Jadi saya minta inginnya supaya setiap kita pergi ke ALS itu bawa satu orang, setidaknya satu orang.
so they can be connected.
Supaya mereka bisa terkoneksi.
And also like to encourage them to get connected for a future meeting among themselves.
Supaya nantinya mereka saling terkoneksi dan mereka akhirnya mau bikin conference sendiri mengenai digital.
That is a proposal. At the same time, I like to be this as being an action point out of this conference.
Saya berharap proposal ini bisa menjadi satu action nantinya.
Thank you.
Terima kasih. Thank you, sir. Thank you.